meet you today. How are things going and how are you holding
Great.
up?
Oh, great. Yeah, doing great. I just got off a little break, so I went and got some breakfast. Met up with a couple friends. Yeah, I do like a men's group every Wednesday, so we ended up
Cool.
pushing and fitting it into like a little window I had. So yeah,
Awesome.
it was great.
Well, thank you for your time today. I really, really like this film. But boy, did I have a problem with your character, Micah. Whoa. How much fun is it to play such a dick?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. The fun thing to me about because normally I'm, typecast is like the nice boyfriend. At one time I got to play like the boy, like it started out as nice boyfriend and then I was like the bad guy. And so like I always have fun when I get to like exercise that different side of the muscle. And Micah was one where from the get-go, like you get the snaky vibes, like obviously. Yeah. Are you frozen? Oh, okay, cool. I lost you for a second. Obviously like yeah, he's a con artist. So like right off the bat, you get that from him. But finding those layers and finding like why he, went to the lengths that he went, and, on a human level, like what caused that, what really, makes him an empathetic person. And so that's kind of what I really enjoyed finding in him. But yeah, overall, he's not a stand-up guy by any means.
No, not a stand-up guy, I have to say. And I'm just curious, I mean, I know it's a fun film all in all, but what do you what kind of personality do you have to have? What kind of person makes a good con artist? I guess you have to have no conscience whatsoever.
That definitely helps. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that I emotionally starts from a place of numbness, right? I think that you do have to be somewhat numb and lacking some of those empathetic muscles towards other people. But I think that it has to come from a place of need, right? It surpasses desire and becomes a place of like survival.
Yeah.
At least that's what I found for Micah is like, that's what he found was his niche in order to survive in the crazy world. And he realized he was good at it. And with that comes a whole new set of, he begins to find his fulfillment in taking advantage of people. And then it's this power struggle of like, how far can you push the envelope and still get away with it?
Yeah, it's amazing. You have great chemistry, of course, with Hannah, who plays your sister. There's that, you guys have kind of a different way of approaching your cons. I don't want to give away too much, but how did you enjoy working with her? She's lovely.
Yeah, she's great. She's so sweet. Hannah's awesome. She's so sweet and funny, and it was a pleasure to play her sibling. So
yeah. And then you've got these couple of veterans on set. Let's just start with Michael McKean because, look, the guy's been around forever. He's a master at improvisation. He was in Chris Guest films. I mean, this guy, come on, Spinal Tap, hello. What kind of shenanigans did you guys get on offset? And just, did he sit and tell stories? Like, honestly.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, he was such a great guy. And, the cool thing to speak on his improvisation, because I've worked with, improvisers who go on tangents and they create scenes themselves. And like, he was one that I think I respect even more, where it is like, he was able to improv and push the story along and stay within a scene and like, in between the lines and like find the nuance within what was already created on the page. And so that was cool. And it's a whole different talent in and of itself. So I really enjoyed working with him, but then it's just as a guy, he's awesome. He's a pioneer of mockumentary, which is clearly like, a huge genre now.
Yeah.
So it's cool to pick his brain on that. And he got on set and he was a pro and kept us moving and kept the scenes flowing. And, a big thing for actors is off camera work. You can really tell a lot about an actor and like, do they really respect the craft and do they really love what they do by, what they give the other actors off camera. Right. And he came to play every time, him and Alan Tudyk, quite honestly. Alan off camera dropped some incredible performances. Like I would watch his off camera work and it was just as good, if not better than what he was doing in his coverage. Like he just gave 110% every single time it was rolling. That to me, like speaks volumes just to, the respect level there for those guys who have been doing it their whole life. Yeah. And they still have love for it and want to come to play. So yeah, it was refreshing.
That's awesome. It's funny with Alan's character. I mean, you really do feel for the guy. You have to be pretty vulnerable to believe that you're sitting across from God. You really need something to cling to, how do you feel about, like, right now, I was just talking to Hannah a few minutes before I spoke to you, and I was saying, there's so many people out there these days that are getting scammed. It's so sad, especially like the elderly, you pick up the phone and they prey on your vulnerability.
Yeah.
It's so scary,
Uh-huh. Absolutely. Yeah. It's especially with the internet, and it's scary. I sometimes I like to mess with them, and I like to go down the rabbit hole with them and just see what they're going to ask for. Cause I know it's coming, I know eventually they're going to stop with whatever they're trying, whatever incredible thing they're telling me I just won. And they're going to eventually ask for my social security. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why you would need that. So it is somewhat, I do find it entertaining, but it's what they're doing is horrible. It's heartless. It's but it's a world of necessity, to go back to the heart of Micah. It's people trying to survive, and unfortunately, that's what the circle of life dictates to us, right?
100%. Do you remember as a kid? I mean, look, we all like to con our parents into getting things for us. Do you remember as a kid what you conned them into buying you?
Oh, I was relentless as a kid. Every time we go to the store, before we go in, my mom would have to turn around and be like, all right, don't ask me for anything in here. Don't ask me for one thing. Okay. We're getting what we need and we're going home. So yeah, but I was a clever little rugrat for sure.
I'm sure that you were. Like I said, you've been doing, you are a bundle of talent, my friend. My God, is there anything that you can't do?
Oh, thanks. Yes, there is.
I don't know what. Acting, singing, whatever, directing. And we just saw you in a film just a few months ago, Wildcat, which a whole different kind of performance. I mean, wow. What do you take from working on something like that? Wow.
Yeah, Wildcat was a dream. It was an actor's just, I mean, I read the script and immediately was like, I want to give everything I can. And that was my goal, to go on set every day and just leave it all out there. And I felt like I did. I'm very proud of that movie. I think it's powerful. I think it's well paced. I think that what me and Georgina were able to do with those characters in that, enclosed setting, and that the one room, was cool. And I'm very proud of it. And it was a piece that I really, immersed myself in.
So what's next after this comes out? Do you have anything in the queue coming out?
Yeah. Well, acting is, still auditioning, waiting for the next thing. I've started directing. So I've got a short that we actually just won Best Short. Yeah. So we won Hill Country Film Festival, and it's in Texas.
Nice.
So that's still doing the rounds. We'll see what else we get into. And we did LA Shorts a while ago. Hopefully we got a couple more coming here soon. We're doing Flickers in Rhode Island.
Oh, good.
So yeah, that's moving. And then I've been writing and producing a lot. So just kind of, just trying to make art in general, whether it's acting or, behind the camera. So I just love, the art of movie making really, but, all entertainment. So
well, good stuff. I just want to thank you so much for your time. And I'm so happy to know that you are nothing like Micah. You are a stand-up kind of guy. I'll give you that.
I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for your time today, Luke. Have a great day and best of luck with the film. I really did enjoy it. Thank you
so much. Thank you.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.